Good afternoon. This is Kevin, your certified Audi technician, looking at your vehicle today for a check engine light and lack of power concern. When I get the vehicle on the ground, I'll pinpoint what my findings were, but the long story short is that aftermarket high-pressure fuel pump appears to be leaking fuel into your vehicle's crankcase, causing those low-pressure faults, additionally contaminating your vehicle's engine oil. I am going to recommend replacement of that high-pressure fuel pump, as well as performing an oil and filter change on the vehicle and getting that contaminated oil out. Going over your multi-point inspection now, all of your exhaust components, rear suspension and rear drivetrain components are in passing condition. Transmission and transmission mount, passing condition as well. Looking at your front lower suspension components, did find lower control arm bushings are torn and separated. On that forward arm, I am going to recommend replacement of front lower control arm forward arm bushings, both here and on the passenger side as well. Removed your lower belly pan here, found a pretty severe oil leak from your vehicle, as well as your engine mounts are blown and leaking out hydraulic fluid. I am going to recommend replacement of your vehicle's engine mounts, and that oil leak, when I get the vehicle on the ground, I'll pinpoint where that is coming from. No coolant leaks noted, however, at this time. Taking a look at your front upper control arm bushings, found those torn and separated as well. Going to recommend replacement of your front upper control arm bushings and hardware. Saw the note regarding taking a look at your tires, as well as there being accelerated edge wear on the outer edges of your front tires. Did find some sidewall damage as well, damaging the vehicle's cords. That is a critical and fail condition for tires. I am going to recommend mounting and balancing 4 new tires, as well as performing computerized 4-wheel alignment with backup camera calibration. Brakes are in passing condition, around 7 millimeters pad thickness. Looks a bit bigger than that on the brake gauge. Rear brakes as well, also still in the passing condition, threshold of around 6 millimeters. Looks like that on the brake gauge. Finishing up under hood, as part of that diagnostic for that low fuel pressure faults, removed the high pressure fuel pump and found evidence of fuel leaking through the diaphragm into the vehicle's crankcase. The high pressure fuel pump is driven off your engine's camshaft. So in addition to replacement of that high-pressure fuel pump, I'm going to recommend that oil change as well to get rid of that fuel-saturated oil. As part of the diagnostic, had to remove the vehicle spark plugs, verify there's no evidence of fuel damage to the spark plugs from that excessively rich condition. Did note that all the spark plugs are pretty severely worn. Camera won't focus for some reason. Not seeing any history of the spark plug service being done on this vehicle due every 30,000 miles, being a flex fuel engine. I am going to recommend replacement of the vehicle spark plugs. Additionally, 2 of the coil packs were seized to the spark plugs themselves, damaging the boot. That is caused by lack of maintenance as well as lack of lubrication. When those spark plugs are serviced, we'll need to replace 2 of those coil packs. Additionally, that severe oil leak note is coming from the top of your engine here, from your engine cam bridge. I'm going to recommend resealing that engine cam bridge. Bit of good news, if that cam bridge is done at the same time as the high pressure fuel pump, spark plugs and coil packs, there would be a pretty significant amount of labor overlap. Advisor will go over that with you. Did note that service due light is currently illuminated as well. Take care of resetting that light as well as catching up on any other missed maintenance items. Not seeing any history of a brake fluid exchange as well. It's due every 2 years. Topped off your vehicle's washer fluid. Noted your front and rear wiper blades are streaking. Going to recommend replacement of those wiper blades. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out to your advisor. And thank you for choosing Audi San Diego.